So you clicked on the thumbnail because it said I'm selling this, and I am, and I'm going to tell you why. This is Robert Daly with the Daily Woodworks YouTube channel and the recreationalwoodworker.com, where we help you build great furniture. And a year and a half ago, I ordered the Festool TID18 on pre-order and got it as soon as it was released because I was very excited about it. A year and a half later, I'm selling it. So let's get into the why. But before I tell you the exact reason why, I want to give you a completely subjective review of what I like and dislike about this Impact. This isn't going to be like how many lag screws can it drive into, you know, a 2x4 or 12x12 or something like that. Because any good quality Impact driver is going to perform the way you need it to perform. So really what goes into what matters is the subjectivity of it. I have a 5-year-old rigid 18-volt Impact driver that still works pretty darn good. Had it repaired once because I did catch on fire. I've told that story before. My partner has a DeWalt, I think the XR brushless Impact driver. I think it's the top tier DeWalt. I'm not really sure, but I think it is. And it performs completely adequately for everything we need to do. So going into how many lag screws, things like that, there might be some subtle differences between different brands, but all of them are going to do the job pretty much, as long as you're sticking with the higher quality brands. So the TID18 came out a year and a half ago. What I like and dislike about it, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot I dislike about this Impact. It does everything I need it to do. It has really good battery life. It is nice in the hand, and I have good control on it. So let me get you in closer so we can really look at this guy, and we'll dive into it a little bit deeper. Alright, so this guy is like most any other Impact driver. The chuck, on my initial unboxing review, I got this wrong. I corrected it in the comments, but let me correct it here. It doesn't have a quick release where it pops out. My rigid does, and I think that's the only one Impact that we currently own in the shop collectively that will shoot the bit out when you pull this out. But it does have the quick insert where you can just lock it in, which is super handy. I really like that. It has 3 speeds. You can see it was in 2 when I got it. 2 is where I leave it. We do production, furniture, cabinetry. We use a lot of pocket screws. The number 2 setting is where I feel like I have the most control and speed. Like, it's the best balance of everything. 3 is if you're driving big 3-inch deck screws and you don't really care how you're doing it. It's just almost too fast for what I need in my shop. The T mode is this kind of weird mode where it starts off really fast and then takes torque away as it sinks the fastener. It's designed for sheet metal, things like that. Nothing I ever do. It's kind of a useless mode for the way I work. But it's there. The belt clip is completely adequate. It clips on your belt nice and easy. It can go on either side. It goes on with the screw. It's fine. The switch, good standard positive switch. You can switch it with your thumb index finger and it works. Oh, T mode is full speed until it again gets that torque, but it doesn't really work in wood. As far as the build quality of this, you can see we're not brand new. We're not brand new here. This guy it's been dropped a couple times. It's got some scratches, it's got some wear marks, it's got some stains. But overall, the build quality has been very good. This has been used in a professional environment. This has been used almost daily for a year and a half. It's held up fine. All the rubber overmolding is still in excellent condition. A lot of lower quality tools, this rubber overmold will start to peel off. Now the weird thing about this that's not bad, but it's different, is this is like completely smooth. Most like rubber grips, and let me just grab, most rubber grips on other brands are like really spaceshipy, I guess. This is, you know, my rigid, and the rubber overmold is okay here, but you can see other places. Actually, no, it's actually holding up pretty good. I thought it was peeling off somewhere. I don't remember. I have one somewhere where it started peeling off. Then same thing with the Makita. See, it's got like that textured grip. It's got like places where the rubber overmold's not. Nothing's wrong with that, but I will tell you that I do like the smooth, and the more I talk about this, the more I'm regretting selling it. But still, I'm selling it for a couple of reasons that were just kind of a deal breaker with me. So this is my old beat the heck rigid 5S. This is not apples to apples at all, but this is still perfectly decent impact, and it has been used really hard. It definitely does not have the feel of quality that this one does. So that's one thing that you get with the Festool, is you can feel that it's high quality when you pick it up. A lot like my Makita. Makita is probably what I'm going with. Haven't really decided yet, but when I'm using my Makita, like, I can feel that it's high quality. With the rigid, I can kind of feel that it's cheaped out a little bit, and that's completely a subjective thing. Still works fine, but the batteries are really nice on this. So this is a 4 amp hour battery, and it's some type of slimline battery. I am not gonna crack this open and look at it. This guy gets plenty of runtime. Plenty of runtime. Like, the batteries last forever on this guy. And batteries last forever on most impacts. But here's a 4 amp hour rigid battery. You can see the size difference. Like, the footprint is about the same, the height is the same, but it's not quite half as thick, but quite about, well, let's just call it half. But it's half as thick, which is really nice because it makes this a very well balanced tool. I'm not gonna go grab the DeWalt right now, but the DeWalt is my partner has a couple of flex volt batteries, and when you put the flex volt battery in the bottom of the impact, it just makes it like wonky as heck. But 4 amp hour battery is kind of the happy medium. You see I've got the 4 amp hour here, and same thing. It's weird though with the Festool and Makita batteries, the size difference. Notice Makita is shorter and a little bit narrower, but taller. So again, about twice as tall, but still way more compact. Well, not way more compact, but more compact in a different way. But the rigid is just a big beast of a battery. I don't know about the new rigid batteries they're coming out with. They're kind of refreshing their line. Still compatible, but different. So, I mean, that is a difference right there, is you do have, you know, this is about an inch taller or longer, however you're counting that. Maybe a 1/4 inch thicker. So while the batteries are very nice and very compact, they last a long time. The size is really, you know, a non-issue. It does have a little indicator light right there. It's actually hard to tell. I think that's completely full right now, but it's hard to tell as it gets lower because that light, you see how it just shines all the way around instead of just on the 3 battery guys. I mean, that's kind of weird. And then this one, you can see I've got 4 bars right there. And then on the Makita tool itself, it has a battery indicator, which I think is a little bit redundant. I don't really see the reason to have this and that. I guess some of the older Makita batteries didn't have that. But this is obviously a hammer drill. So as far as usability, so in usability of this, it's got good control with the trigger. See, slow, faster. It's got good control. The vibration is noticeably less than on the rigid, and the reason I'm comparing these two is because this is what I have to compare it to. I'm not trying to do a which one can drive the lag screws the most. This is what I had. This is what I bought. I'm comparing the two to tell you what the differences are between what is truly like a premium tool versus a good quality low-end pro tool. I've used this professionally for years, so it's a pro tool. So that's what I'm going for. What else do you need to know about it? Honestly, not much. This is a magnetic holder that holds your bits. It does a decent job on like the rigid and others. It's got one spot. So this, if you're not using like a Craig bit, you can have your square, your Torx, and your Phillips all here and easily change them out. That's a pretty nice feature, honestly. So, why am I selling it? Oh, I forgot to tell you about the charger. The charger is a battery charger that charges the battery that it's designed to charge in a perfectly adequate manner. So, that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Alright, so why am I selling it? That's the question, right? I haven't told you a lot of bad about this thing, and honestly, there is not. If you want to buy the Festool Impact Driver, there is nothing telling me, there's nothing stopping me from telling you that this is a good tool that will last you many years. It's well made, it does the job, it has plenty of power, it'll do everything you need to do, but I'm still selling it. The reason why is I'm tired of this being my only Festool battery tool, besides my CSS. And it doesn't offer me anything above and beyond like other Festools do, like their sanders. Wow, the sanders are amazing. You should buy their sanders. Their dust extractors are amazing. You should buy their dust extractors. The Domino is the Domino. You need that. Certain tools they have are just leaps and bounds, night and day better than anything else on the market. I'm not going to say that about this. It's very good. It's definitely better than this dude, but it's not so much better that it's like I never want to touch this guy again. I still use this guy. But what's happened to me a couple of times now is occasionally I go do installations, and then I was an hour away from the shop, and I had plenty of rigid batteries, I had plenty of Makita batteries, but I forgot my charger and my spare battery for my Festool Impact Driver. That's why I'm selling it right there. Is for that time I forget to bring the extra charger, the extra battery. Battery life is awesome on this, so most of the time if I put a brand new battery in it, it's going to last me the whole 2-3 day install. That's not really a problem. It's just I'm tired of having to think about it. And you can probably guess I'm going with the Makita line. Not because I think Makita is absolutely the best on the market, but because that's where the battery platform I'm invested in is going. So why don't I invest in the Festool battery platform? Because I'm perfectly happy with the other tools I already have. If I would have started with the Festool 18 36 volt track saw, I think it's the TSC55, I probably would not be making this video because I would probably already have the Festool Impact Driver, the Festool drills, the Festool multi-tool, all that, because that's how I got onto the Makita line. It's after a lot of research, and I've got plenty of videos over this, is I bought the Makita 36 volt track saw that uses the 2 batteries. It came with 4 batteries, and then it decided I wanted a better cordless router, so I bought their cordless router, and so I kind of started with the specialty tools and worked my way down. I didn't do that with Festool. I started with the common tools, the everyman tools that everyone who does woodworking with power tools needs to have an impact driver. Not everybody needs a track saw, but you really do need a track saw. Track saws are amazing. You need to buy one, actually. But everybody needs an impact. Like whether you're a carpenter, remodeler, DIYer, you need an impact driver. And that's where I think is my breaking point, is I'm already heavily invested in other battery platforms that there's not a compelling enough reason to switch to Festool. Now, there are rumors that Festool is going to be greatly expanding their battery platform. Oh, they've been talking about that for like 2-3 years now. Hasn't happened yet, and again, there's nothing that I don't really already have that's a good high quality cordless tool. So I don't know where I would need to go that route. So the guy who bought this from me is the opposite of me, as he has the Festool cordless line. He already has the drills. I think he has the cordless track saw. He's already there. And if you are already there, absolutely, man, buy this thing in a heartbeat. It's a great tool. The batteries are great. Charger charges. The tool itself is good and robust. It's lightweight. It's well balanced. This guy feels clunky and whatever. I mean, this is Chinese engineering. This is German engineering. Like, that's the difference. Like, you got some good stuff. So if you already are on the Festool line, absolutely buy this guy. If you are heavily invested in, one of the big three, your DeWalt's, your Makitas, your Milwaukees, and kind of like me, you use Festools to kind of supplement and give you that really specialty tool that's going to be like that next level, then there's probably not a compelling reason for you to get into their battery platform. Unless there's just something really compelling in that battery platform to make you want to make the switch. Now, I hate saying that because I really like Festool. Their customer service is next to none. The quality of everything is always high, but I think they're doing a little bit too little too late on the battery side of things. I can be wrong, and maybe a year from now I'm going to be eating all these words, but So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. If you disagree, you can call me an idiot in the comments like everybody else seems to think that's okay to do, or you can be a decent human and disagree respectfully. I know it's hard. Have a great day. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you disliked it, dislike it. Tell me why in the comments. It's probably too long. It's too long, isn't it? I talk too slow. It's probably too long, but whatever. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.